I am Emily Reese, and this is my heat unit module overview. I utilized the universal design principles when creating my heat unit module for my third grade students. Engagement is the why of learning. Students were given individual choice in how they learned throughout the module and had opportunities to collaborate with their peers and the teacher. Students partook in self-assessments, which helped them to set learning goals. They utilized Google Forms and slides for their learning and completed video reflections to demonstrate their learning of the content material. Representation is the what of learning. I activated and taught students using background knowledge. I connected what they already knew about heat concepts with the new concepts in the unit. I explicitly taught unit vocabulary to my students and provided them with a variety of visual information through videos, images, reading articles, and other digital platforms. Action and expression is the how of learning. Action and expression were implemented by providing the students with tools and assistive technology as needed, opportunities for goal setting, planning, and strategy development. Students were given a calendar with the course schedule and were given freedom of choice when it came to proving mastery of standards. The teacher provided feedback, guidance, and support for students throughout the learning module. When creating my learning module, I utilized the 4 basic design principles of Robin Williams, which are contrast, repetition, alignment, and proximity. These principles were integrated into my website. Contrast was made to show the difference between the learning content and the titles. The module content was consistent throughout the module. Website elements like color, shape, and font were repeated throughout the website. The learning module text was aligned to the left, and lesson items relating to one another were grouped closely together. This helped organize information, reduced clutter, and gave the reader a clear structure. STEM Classroom Hub for Mrs. Reese's third grade class. This is the main landing page where all of the students can access the calendar, resources, and other items needed for this module. The first item is the unit goals. In this unit, students will obtain, evaluate, and communicate information about the ways heat energy is transferred and measured. And this unit will use the fully online mode. Then students can use the module standards page to see what the standards are. I've also included a link to the standards for students and their parents. Students are able to view the learning activities, which will be to develop an imaginative solution to solve a real-world issue that involves the transfer of heat energy. There is a weekly check-in where students can let Ms. Reese know how their week is going. This is a Google form where students can tell me how they feel their assignments are going, what they need help with, and what questions they might have. There's a section that asks if they understand the directions and if they need to set up a conference with the teacher. Students also have access to the Module 4 calendar, which outlines the assignments that the students will be completing for the week. The items in red is an indicator for students that those are graded assignments. Those are linked directly in the Module 4 calendar, and they are also housed in students' STEM Google Classrooms. Students can click on the Heat Weekly Reminders for just a little bit more information about what they need to remember for the week. One item is to try and complete each task every day. All the assignments are due on Friday. There will be the use of rubrics to guide their work, and the teacher will give feedback after the assignments have been submitted. And then a reminder that grades will be posted Monday morning in their Google Classroom and in Synergy. Students also have access to the module resources where there are direct links to every single day's tasks with directions and links. There is a link provided at the top for students to go to their STEM Google Classroom where resources are housed. But students can click on each of the resource day to further get more directions on what is expected of them. So for Monday, they are going to be doing stopping and jotting, and there is a video for them to complete. On Tuesday, students will complete a heat transfer gizmo and submit. And then linked here, there is a notes page, but that has also been linked in their STEM Google Classroom. So you can see that that has been linked there for students as well. On Wednesday, students will watch a video to show them how to create a solar oven. Students have choice in how they want to create that. They will begin creating their solar ovens, and then they have a summarizing task. Thursday, they will test their solar ovens, and I have provided them with a rubric for them to use to follow throughout their project to see how they will be graded. So that is available for students, as well as a graphing link for students to create either their graph on the Kids Zone graphing. They can also do that in Google Docs or slides, or they could hand draw that. On Friday, students will take an heat assessment that has been linked on their Module 4 plan, as well as in their Google Classroom. And again, they will receive feedback once they have submitted their assignment. So for the resource page, each of those days has been linked there for the students. There is also a page to contact the teacher. I have provided my email and my Google Voice for students to reach out to me if they have any questions or if they need more support on their assignments, they can do that. And then there is an additional resources page with links to other activities that students can complete throughout this learning module.